Howdy, howdy. Welcome to. If you've been around long enough, you know that this is basically the granddaddy of all the YouTube horror. You don't know what this game is? Well, first off, what rock do you live under? This is basically the horror game that more or less defined what horror games were for like a good number of years. I will admit I played this before as well, but that was like over a decade ago. What the? So yeah, this is gonna be fun. I've actually been putting off playing this because well, I'm a coward. I know I'm a coward. And I just realized something. About that, had to fix something. I'm be playing a new game, because, yeah. I don't remember much of anything about this game.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is
Daniel.
I am Daniel.
Yeah, this kind of opening basically became commonplace after this. Like, you start off, you don't know who you are, you don't know where you are. Got to the point where I think it became like overdone basically at one point. Ooh, that's good. Memento. So Memento is the quest basically. This. Glass? So is this where I was trying to get to? Or something else this kind of game made very eponymous, or was eponymous with this game, is most of the movable things are like actual things that you can move around. Ooh. Hopefully the room stops spinning soon. Oh. Oh. That's the floor. Come on. Up you get. Come on. There you go. That spooked me. Hmm. Oh, can't light that. Ugh, shouldn't do that. Hang on. Throwing is the thing you can do, it seems. Like, I don't remember much, but seeing this wardrobe immediately struck a chord in me. Or just having to hide. Hopefully I deal with this game better than I did before. Which, to be fair, wasn't very well even to begin with. Like, as the title says, I am very cowardly. This is a great castle, though. Those weren't my footsteps. No, don't pass out on me, man. Come on, up you get. What were you looking at? Ugh. This is an old ass game and it's still flipping fantastic. Well then. At least this. Uh. Oh. Yeah, no, that's not true. That is not true in the slightest. Your sanity is not crystal clear. But I would love to live in a place like this. It's horrifying, yes. But that's actually part of the draw in a weird way. Like, I don't think you'd. If you lived in a haunted castle, you'd never feel alone. That wouldn't be a good thing. It wouldn't be a bad thing either. It all depends on how you set up things, right? If this place was actually properly well lit, stuff like that, and you weren't a completely insane madman, then this place would probably end up being quite cozy. He fell to the kitchen floor, tears beginning to well in his eyes as he the first kick to his. Hazel remained hidden. Here she too would punish. Good thing you're a messy drinker. What is this? Nope. German. So I can't. There's a light over here. There. Better. And this looks like a storeroom, so there might be more tinderboxes in here. Yep. Couple tinderboxes. Fucking hissing cockroaches. I thought this guy lived in Britain. Britain? No. London. Hmm. That must be our oil then. I want to find like a Minecraft mod as a lantern like this. I think that'd be very nice. Just good for horror stuff, you know? Nope. Okay. Don't like the dark. Strong as heck though, because you can pick up this thing and chuck it one-handed. You know what? Okay, no, this is actually settling it. I'm gonna put together a mod pack based around like fantasy type medieval horror. So I think that'd be flippin' fun. Like an old wizard in a massive castle that's too big.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there'll be anything left after I consume this drink.
Why do it?
Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If
Nope.
not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you.
Mm-hmm.
One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him.
So that's something. One of the few things I do remember
Daniel.
is that Daniel's a fucking dick. Cowardly too. Alright. Yep. Oh, standard regen. Kind of good thing because I kind of need it. This game also has a fantastic alchemy system, which I like. I say system, it's just like a puzzle or... Gosh. Puzzle or two. Fragrant taste of rose then give it his mouth. Turkish lights, he thought. Like the ones at the consulate at Constantinople. Constantinople? Constantinople? Yeah. You know, I ain't running unless I have to, buddy. Rose petals.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
Now that's ominous, and that guy has a great evil voice. Ow. Got flashbanged by that. Ah! Blowing is always good. Oh, shush. Ooh, can you be opened or are you a... Yes. Wait, what? No, I should not be back here. I don't think I should be back here. I don't think I should be back here. I forgot and didn't realize at the same time this was that kind of game. Nope, we're leaving. Hmm. Oh no, dude. I don't remember, like I said, I don't remember much, and I'm keep getting flashes every now and then. The main overwhelming thing, though, is that this game, I think, might have shaped my taste in horror. Like, eldritch monstrosities and stuff. Things that you can't quite... The refinery. Epica Equatora? Basically fabrication, I think. Hey, can't be torn by the plans. How do you know? You haven't tried. You lost your memory, man. You don't know. It looks like you could take it out with like a pair of shears. Big shears, of course, but yeah. Dissolved laboratory, yeah. What I just realized. Descend into the darkness, the dark descent. Yep. I was about to say I feel the impending sense of dread. Which is that wall breathing despite it being clogged up. Clogged? I also have the memory of trying to light every lantern I came across, every like one I came across. Ah,
There should be more coop racks. Let me see. And one part aqua force.
ah. Oh, quit your belly aching. Uh, one day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I'm able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. I lust for power without restraint. I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. Uh, hmm. So what is that, and why is it causing that? Again, both of these things are lies. Well, you might still have a headache, but definitely that's not your only issue. This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae. Vitae? Vitae. Vitae? Yeah. Normal compounds lack the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and peppermint are given, and Cupid binds them well. This time I'll attempt Aquavigia instead of Aquafortis. I hope it produces a solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acidic and proves impractical to put any use as set as detergent. Organic tissues react especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use a recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemix in my predicament. Interesting. Perfectly suited to our needs, however. Those? No, those are walls, not windows. I just get more flashbacks. Flash forwards, I guess. Oh, we need the regions. The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes in my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I'll do what I can and move up to the wine cellar. Of course. We gotta head to the basement. Just ignore the things that you don't really want to know what they are. Just ignore them. Alrighty, this... It's easy to see why this game became such a, like, icon. Like, for one thing, like, you get immediately kicked straight into it. I wish I could light those. What? Nah. Of course. Need to find a key to the wine cellar. Because of course it's not just unlocked. This, no. Or this. This is the library? Archives. Same thing, basically. Might be here. Not like I got any other leads. Vagrant taste of rose lingered in his mouth. Yeah. Turkish delights? Do those include rose? Ooh. Rare books. Catalog.
May 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Go back. Or B? Nah, this can't be whatever it was. Darn, nothing. These are the archives. Mostly look rather ruined. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Vrenenberg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Vrenenberg, is to recommend my service at the Prussian Royal Court within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break this seal. Willem, House of Gear. No, we're Daniels. Who is William? A predecessor, maybe, to work for this guy? Hang on. No, it's supposed to be a divey. . Something else mentioned William, right? Willem. Guess not. Ew. I'm so unnerved. Good. Wait, what's this? Study. That was wrong. Taken. uh, why keep spare shirts in? I guess why not, really. If you have the money and you... Oh yeah, because there's ink as well. Okay, yeah, no, if you... yeah, I can see the reason behind that. I checked this one already? Yes.
17th of May, 1839.
Oh, this is my
My
diary.
hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
This definitely feels like a... This story, this game feels like a Lovecraftian thing. Eh. What? Oh, that's lucky. Oh, less lucky. I thought I was running out. Anything else in here? Local history. That seems fascinating enough to check out. Doubly so now. There's no piano in here. Oh. There's a piano in here, and there's something out there. Sorry about that. It's somewhat hilarious that whenever I sneeze, I end up popping out of existence. Is this the start? Yes, it is. I wonder. Oh, thought I could light that. Oh, that's ominous. Place is falling apart. You know, if it was me making this, I don't think I'd be able to resist putting something up there, like maybe something that could be seen as eyes. Um. Face my fears, come on. Can't quit another horror game. I can't quit another horror game. I already quit That's blood. I've already quit playing several horror games on my channel. Can't keep doing that. Floor plans. Ooh, a map. Maps. Wait, hang on. What? We saw through that hole in the roof that there's just the roof is above this. Where the hell did this come from? Like, seriously, that should not be a thing. Hang on. Yeah, that should not be. Huh. Yeah, like, see, that's the. Is this place built into the side of a mountain? Russia. Hmm. See the thing? I'm not gonna check it till I check the drawers. Ah. Why was this one note that upsetting?
17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an
Part 3.
eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry,
Wait.
but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Well, that's. Ugh. Oh, but yeah, again, I said it before, I'm gonna say it again. Really Lovecraftian. Like, that straight up sounds like an excerpt from a Lovecraft novel. Again.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble, and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
So the place, they knew it was gonna come crashing down. They tried to reinforce it just to delay it just a bit. Didn't really pan out now, did it? How will I get out? Wait, hang on, maybe I could... There's no way, right? Oh! Where am I?
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Is that what this is? Once you do the first one, you gotta go through them all. Okay, let's go grab a brick. This'll do. It's being forced. Heavy. That one's already been smashed. Alstad and Brennenberg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Alstad, deep within the East Prussian wood. For centuries, there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenberg. The quiet forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes is as picturesque as can be. The area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you hear proof of widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since certainly serve as inciting into. All of them have their own twists on the tales. There's some of these. Wait, hang on. Oh, there we go. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years. It's said that the soldiers who abandoned the duty got lost in the dark old woods, were forever damned to roam the grounds. The bodies rot by the tainted souls, left them disfigured, empty of essence. Many have sighted them over the years, and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They're called gatherers, and seem to follow some steeled creatures. Their prey, which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, feel their presence. What dark scheme they follow? A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, well-known erudite, visited Alstrat at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, mentioned in many records at the time. One day, he went to investigate a burrow to the northwestern glades. Again. Henrik is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Alstad, but that makes you wonder, what really happened? Who was this mysterious man who visited this hamlet? What happened to him? Ooh, that's fun. Someone came here under false pretenses. The immortal Baron. Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at castles nearby. Nearby Altstadt and likes those of rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Research into history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remain popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it came to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring have never been fully recorded. This is fed into the idea that the Baron is in fact one and the same from the rest 300 years ago. Lived throughout the time of occupation and joined the coveted Order of Black Eagle along with the great leaders of this country. That's fun. We might be working for someone who's potentially moral, which would explain a lot, I think. I said it would explain a lot, but you can't tell what's popping around in my head. I can't understand. So, secret door mechanism, huh? Doubt it might be the candle. I see. Huh? Perhaps we're going with an old classic. Yep. Hang on, I'm gonna turn on some of these lights. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we start from here. There we go. Nicely done, that. I don't know why I had the compulsion to light that, but eh. Guarding closing of the wine cellar. William and his fools have endangered my research long enough. Their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. Ish. I'm sorry, what? Sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the force and is killing my trusty servants. Just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. We need to lock Willem and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. Wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either King's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I'll feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, solve both my problems. The wine's poison, ain't it? The door's open. My heart rate is up. I'm concerned. Ah. Think we can just leave? Wait. Haven't I been in this study already? Or am I misremembering? Hmm. Be back in a second. False alarm. Oh. Where is it coming from? Right. Happens in here. Where do I run? Nope, we're booking it. Stone slab looked like a safety measure. Wasn't ever meant to be used again. Ow! The hell? Well, I'm not going back there, I guess. Need to get down here. Grab the materials. How do I do that? Okay. Now that he's taking a refresher. Ugh. Oh god, I had this. Just seeing this railing has put something in. A fear of something in me. There needs to be.
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
Workshop is somewhere. That? That what I think it is? Yes. Oh, come on. Ah! Every time. Yes. I understand that. And I turned that light on for nothing. How am I getting out of here now? Seriously, I am rather lost. Oh, maybe I can just move some of the stuff out the way? Oh. It worked. Oh, don't need that. That's good. And that's why you don't keep alchemical reagents in the wine cellar.
Wilhelm, do something!
Accept it. We're not getting out of here.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
Hmm. My name is Will. My name is Wilhelm. Asugia. These are my final words, confession and testament. 2 years ago, I was summoned to Castle Brennenburg. As most of the aristocracy, I was curious about what this supposed knight of the order could want from me, and accepted the invitation. The Baron was friendly and offered me a proposition. It dawned on me the nature of the contract was sordid, and the reason I was chosen was because of the follies of my past, not the honors I've been rewarding with during my time as a soldier. I was kidnapped to help healthy humans upon his slightest whim, but without asking questions. In turn, he would attest to my character at the royal court, advancing my position within the noble society. I would like to claim that I struggled with my decision, but it came swiftly, and I accepted wholeheartedly. Ever since that day, I have brought men, women, and children to Brennenburg. Can't remember the numbers, but many. Perhaps even 100. None of whom were ever seen or heard from again. Tonight, the Baron invited me and my men down to the wine cellar to celebrate our work. I had my suspicions as we descended the stairs, but he insisted and joined us in a toast. Wine tasted fine, and my men drank without restraint. So begins the punishment. The Baron has locked us up and returned upstairs. Forgive me for what I have done. I was weak and fell into his diabolic ways. The men are screaming, pierced by their own tangled bones. Till my insides revolt against their God-given nature. It has begun to pour from my eyes. That's these two rooms. Now there's only one door left. I guess going in this. Oh, that's where that habit came from. I have a habit of doing that in games, just closing doors as I walk through them. Now I understand where that habit came from, though. Okay, going through another door. Oh, I'm fine. Is that door open? No. Rock. Place is falling apart. Nothing to worry about. Look at it. Sure. Come at me. What? Dude. That's stupid. You do exactly what the game says to do, and it punishes you for it. Now your sanity's back up, because... You see, that's why I don't like sanity mechanics. They just take you out of it, really. The only reason this game gets away with doing it is because it's a very early example of it, you know? Sadly, it's also the reason why it's such a prevalent thing. And that's concerning. Oh, there it is. You leave now. Leave. Yep. Ow! Fuck off. Hmm. Ow! Yeah. I definitely have the 4 different chemicals. Oh, shut up, you angry old castle. Go. Why don't we turn this stuff off? Ugh. Getting in, you know, oddly enough, getting indignant over something like that is like, oh, no safety standards. And like this kind of game is funny to me. Of course. Because why not? I mean, I could probably stack up some boxes, get up that way. Try a breath mint. Cool. Not okay. There, got the room lit up so I can actually figure out what to do. Not wasting my very, very limited sources of oil. Yeah, I'll be able to get down here. Mineral grease pit that it is. Belly aching. Bit more. Ass to you. Nope. There. I do like the idea of, like, the loading screens being like slight surfacings of memories. You can't tell what the heck any of them are, but they're just there. Ah, to you too. Get your bellyache. I'm going to go stab the old Burke in the back.
It sure is dark in here.
Yes, and there's a good reason for it. But you can light the lamp now if you wish.
What's the reason for the darkness, that is?
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray.
Good news for me. I don't have any lights, so of course I'm gonna be in the dark. I went in here, right?
Is anyone there?
There we go.
I found my journal this morning in the haphazard.
I didn't get the... Dang it. More than a month since my last entry. After the event inside the underground chambers in Algeria, Professor Hubert insisted I return to England. They didn't want to risk forfeiting the entire expedition unless I took a turn for the work. An excessive decision in retrospect, but I'm glad it turned out that way. I found my journal this morning in a haphazard collection of things brought home from Africa. Next to it laid a broken stone or orb wrapped in cloth. Tried to assemble it, but couldn't. Pieces wouldn't fit together, if they weren't from the same object. I have imagined it at all. It's ever a complete orb. Yes, I'm going to try making this my new coping mechanism for horror. That is just getting very indignant about it. Oh, shush. Hmm. Okay, but why do I need that? Just grab this rope right here and pull. Go. I don't know where we're heading, but we're heading there. Ow! Jeez, temperamental mud. That stuff's relatively not evil. Only relatively though. For sure all this sludge wants me dead. Too bad I plan on disappointing it. No, I suppose I wouldn't be really too upset if otherwise the character that I'm playing. Oh, don't tell me you just turned off the... Of course you... Yes, I remember you. I think that I should be able to see it from here. Oh, you're joking me. Ah, I see. Let me up, you goddammit. Hang on. Laudanum. Yep, that's gonna help me later at some point, but for now, I kind of need something rather more substantial than that. Oaks! Okay, that's the clacking of it trying to reload. So I gotta wait for that to recharge. Oh, well, not recharged, but the opposite. Sorry, basically so I have the full time. Rude. get on with it. I'd rather at least try to escape death. Thank you. Oh, come on, there's more than one. Yeah. Great, you're griping. You know what you're gonna do now, huh? Fucking door in the way. Why do I need the needle? Okay, at least it wasn't for actually doing needle things. It was just for lockpicking. Cool, we escaped. There wasn't any collectibles in there because I definitely missed them. And like hell am I going back? There, the thing of the eagle, it looks like. Just found some place that's actually well lit. Yes, I'll check you out soon. Let me enjoy the ambiance. I'm sorry, is that? The fuck kind of messed up statue is this? Be a mermaid or? Guest room. Ah, flashbanging me.
My journal is gone. What would they want with my journal? 2nd of July, 1839. I received a letter today from the Algerian governor's office disclosing the fate of Herbert's expedition. About a week after my departure, Abdullah, one of the men traveling with us, returned from the desert. He was badly injured, as if maimed by a lion. The man rambled deliriously about the expedition being attacked by something horrible. The French quickly dispatched a search party to look for the expedition. After searching for days, they found the camp abandoned without any trace of Herbert or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent at the customs house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for him.
Wait, what? Oh. The crowbar. And we weren't the first people to loot this place.
3rd of July, 1839. Today I picked up Herbert's things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition. The nature of this text ranged from quick notes to colourful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th, the day I was trapped inside the orb chamber, Herbert dryly states, "Recovered Daniel after 1 hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text. Herbert states his facts without judgment or passion. But suddenly I could read frustration into his text. He pushed his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through the ranks, and Herbert had to take some extreme measures to continue. He finally visits the chamber himself, where he retrieves the orb to the surface. His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
That's burning.
Daniel,
What?
still having nightmares, I see.
Yes, I can't shake them. They come every night.
We'll put a stop to them. You'll see.
There's something to be said about the simpleness of having a character design that just wears a white shirt. It's like a simple white button-up, a bit old style. There's something to be said about that kind of character design. You need to make them somewhat look dashing, studious, all sorts, really. Ah, a lot of them. Now I think about it, isn't actually good for you in the slightest. Oh, come on. Was this my room? Find another way. Oh, hang on. Come on.
The key. Please, let it be here.
What key? What? Nothing to be said about having a mechanic of the game be that you're not looking at them as good. Did it leave? Okay, we're safe. But I chose the empty one because I feel like that could have potentially caused issues.
4th of July, 1839. It's done. The orb is assembled. I was awakened by an exhausting nightmare. Shaking and sweating, I retired to the drawing room with a cup of tea. The relic pieces lay spread across the table as I'd left them, but somehow I knew how it was supposed to be. I fetched the tar, which I had prepared to fix the pieces together, and without fault I joined them, producing the orb I remembered so clearly. The tar proved unnecessary. It was pushed out from the joining pieces as they merged on their own, with no adhesive. The ancient stone relic now rests on my table. Its immaculate surface and perfect shape could have been molded by a factory. This is all too strange.
Yeah, if that was me, I'd probably. Part of me wants to say I'd actually get. I want to say that I'd get rid of it, but no, I'd probably just end up putting it in a drawer somewhere though. Like it wouldn't. Yeah. This one, I definitely wouldn't be. I'm definitely not the kind of person who would get taken in by eldritch stuff like that. Mostly just because I think, oh, neat, and then forget about it. Huh? Ooh.
Oh, thank God, there it is. I guess it is a good place to hide it then.
I'm sorry, but why was the key like held up like that in that jar? Like it was tied to the top and bottom of the thing. Also, it's a good thing I was messing around with this drawer. I would not have noticed that otherwise. Machine room, eh? Okay. Don't you hiss at me. Did I check these? Yeah, I did. The strange letter frightened him, but was the only one to offer comfort. Interesting. This room, the other... Okay, this is a study. Might as well explore this as well. Because I doubt this is the right way to go, and I'd rather avoid backtracking as much as possible. Why? Because I'm cowardly. And I do not want to have to deal with as much as I can. Okay, I doubt that it would end up coming in here. Why do I doubt that? Because this room has light in it. It's probably a false comfort, but please, at least let me have that. God knows I need some form of... Let's light this one. To my trust, my most trusted student and friend Johann Ware. Most remarkable thing happened as I was traveling through the Prussian woods this summer. I finally found one of the orbs I've been looking for the last 20 years. It's as inexplicable as Heliodromus described it in the Hortus Conclusus. It was as it was told about, an underground Mithraic temple crowned with the unearthly artifact. The orb was big enough to fill my cup's hands, and the texture was smooth and jagged. It had washed while rich. Contrast is not enough to describe its nature. It was an impossibility, an artificial paradox captured within stone. I was staying in a nearby village called Altstadt, investigating one of the antiquated trails when I finally found the cavern. I was inside and suddenly found I could verify the truth of these enigmatic artifacts. They were real. As you can understand, this is the most important discovery of my life. But it's also become my greatest fear. As I entered the underground chamber, I could feel that I was trespassing. With my curiosity, I did my best to fight these instincts, fetch the orb from it. Scrambled out of the chamber and into the woods. Then something followed me. Bayed proudly as it closed in. Beast. Guardian of the orb. Relentless. I made my way to a nearby ravine where I stumbled upon some men fishing. I tried to warn them as I passed, but fortunately they continued my escape. When I heard their cry of pain echo throughout the valley, I felt a tremendous sense of despair. Suddenly, a blue shimmering light engulfed me, and the colors of the forest were washed away before my eyes. I kept running through their bleak surroundings. The trees had turned charcoal, black with leaves of cinder. The ground covered in murky water. I pressed on through the drenched land as the glowing ember gave way to the rising wind and rained on me. I could hear pleading screams in the distance, and I joined in. Pain and fear overtook me. I fell to the ground, gasping for air. It certainly must sound strange, but I had been carried miles away from the Alps to a grassy field outside Genome. The Guardian had taken the orb from me, but still, until this day, I fear its return. Sometimes I lay awake at night, loud and cry. It's been nearly a decade since that day, and I still haven't been able to write about the incident. Last time we spoke, you told me about your interests, ongoing research with the orbs, and I realized I owe you the truth when I visited up. My friend and mentor, Henrik Cornelius Agrippa. Wait, so that means... Yeah, okay, he did come here. He did come here, and he basically pretended that he did not, because he got... At one point, what we saw in that letter, he got taken away. Understandable. Oh gosh, we can see outside here. Honestly, that's really cool, being able to actually see outside the castle. Oh, I still have the needle. Taxidermy. Chambers of the human skull. Standing locomotion. Milestones of human anatomy. Understanding balance. Canine jaw. That humanoid shape we see. There's canine spine. Okay. Genus Lupus familiaris. 1658, April 12th. After a short study, it is clear that the agitation found among humans can be found in the dog. Fear and pain induce stress, which seems to trigger an endogenous response, causing the animal to burst with energy. We believe the catalyst is produced in the brain. It is difficult to determine exactly where and what it is, but I can sense it. It reeks of cosmic genesis. There is an inherent problem in harvesting this energy, since the creature is bound to die from the exercise. Just to find this process of torture to enable any real work to be done. More experience must be performed, but it seems that only human beings are able to produce the amount necessary. Might be the ability to appreciate the severity of the process that ultimately augments their experience. So he's basically trying to harvest fear. Ah.
Let's see what you have to offer. can sense it. It's definitely there.
God. That side's clean. And that side is torn from the mouth to the stomach. And was experimenting for quite a bit. Further disappointment. The Antiquarian's latest findings yielded nothing. Still unable to grasp the inner workings of life and its relation to the power essence within it. I shall pursue more books on the subject, but I suspect will be in vain. Since no research has been made in my particular interest, I must attempt to fill that void myself. Clearly humans emanate more of the energy. I hope animals will suffice as they pursue the hassle to acquire. Oh, that's right. Oh, it's just a rotten apple. Okay, that's fine. First, but fine. Oh. Why did that get me so much? Get back in the bone closet. That skeleton ain't ready to come out the closet yet. Some skeletons are meant to stay in the closet. The man at least tried to start out with easier with animals instead of humans, but clearly it didn't work out if the drawer is not anything to try. And here, almost howling and dark barking. Is that real? Oh, shush. Hmm. Oh my. Why am I out here? Why are my instincts... why do my instincts want me dead? What's this? Emergency decelerator? Hmm. Oh, for an elevator. Okay, that makes sense. Hey, it's another one of these things. I was about to say maybe this has something with the orb, but that's an oblong shape, not an... When will it be my turn? I've not shown restraint. Patience spans centuries from where I came. Mankind is not even wasting breath. Yet I bow to you. Done much for you, and I've gained nothing in return. Agrippa, I trusted you. It was I who, in all fairness, should have entered that gate. Ooh. Hmm. The elevator breaks down again. Make sure to use steam engine to build up pressure before channeling it into the machinery. Adjust the levers to get the right amount of pressure inside the chamber. The meter should read up 8 and down 8. Make sure the flow is set according to following chart. Note that the machine will not complete proper configuration until all valves inserted. Why would you get if you know so this place is going to be falling apart because of the ancient Eldritch abomination trying to hunt you down? Why would you use something as complicated as a steam-powered elevator? Just use fucking stairs, man. Fucking complexity addiction. I have at least some sort of evil ghost with that, but I'm fine with that. It would be very satisfying to take a sledgehammer to this place. Professor Taylor was the second death caused by his damned curiosity. Is this the fabled machine room? No, wait, this is the door that cracked open when I entered the building. This area, bit. How?
You have an ascending room. Will it take us to the inner sanctum?
It will definitely take care of the vertical part of our journey. So, you have ridden an elevator before?
Yes, the Colosseum at Regent's Park has one. It takes you to the gallery where you can view the panorama.
Good. This ride might be a little longer, and in the other direction.
Strange compulsion to do this. Even though it's going to cost me, I think, all my tinder boxes. Yeah. Sometimes those compulsions give into good things. Other times, they don't. Oh well. You got the part needed, I believe. Hmm. Yet another flashback. I recognize this place. So if that's a good or bad thing, I'm not quite sure yet. Sure? 8 up, 8 down. Is there a lantern nearby I could light up? No.
5th of July, 1839.
Haunted.
Today, I went to the university looking for answers. I was able to sneak into Herbert's office and pick up an address book along with some relevant textbooks. Professor Taylor at the Faculty of History was very helpful, and I managed to approach the subject of the orbs. The most interesting aspect was the prevalent trace they had left in our culture. The mythic orbs may, in fact, have inspired the globus cruciger, which so many royal regalia holds to this day. In ancient times, the orbs were held by priests as a symbol of the sun and its power. As I was leaving, I overheard a disturbing conversation. Sir William Smith, the geologist, was killed last night. Less than a fortnight had passed since I'd asked for his expertise. I know it's silly, but I can't help feeling responsible somehow.
Fascinating. Okay, 8 up, 8 down. Let's see, that'd be... That'd make 8 up. 2, 6, and 2. There we go. Oh, I could have just done that. That would help a lot. Oh well. Why did I do it? I am glad that I know how to read Roman numerals. 'Cause I'm almost certain that would have taken far longer back in the day. Alright, come on. What's with you breathing? Blow? What? Only 2 spare valves left in storage for the elevator machine. Okay, that says there's 2 somewhere.
14th of July, 1839. I've read every book I can find on the subject. While rich in legend and hearsay, my knowledge is lack for the insight I crave. I've sent letters to many in Herbert's address book and received answers of varying importance. Today, I got one which differed greatly from the others. From a baron in Prussia. He said nothing about the quaint stories of priests in underground temples. He didn't even mention them. He simply wrote, "I know. I can protect you. Come to Brennenburg Castle." Signed, Alexander. What am I to make of this? Protect me from what? Is someone after me? I looked up Brennenburg and traced it to the Prussian woods near the Baltic Sea. While being the least informative letter I've received, it causes me greatest distress and interest. As I write, my thoughts are drawn to my nightmares in which a most disturbing sound calls to me. A sound defying description. A voice from the void. The last few weeks have been awful, with so many sleepless nights dreading a repeat of those horrid dreams. Tomorrow, I shall visit my physician, Dr. Tate, in hope that he can provide me with sedatives to help me sleep.
Hang on. Taylor. That's the guy who said was the first to die because... Okay. That's what... Okay. Okay, so let's go track down those 2 spares. Oh, fudge. Ah, there's one. It's supposed to be here somewhere. Grab a bit of coal. Toss it in here. Ah, I see. I want to get the other 2 bits first. I'm seeing one on the way down here. Yep. What? This one? There we go.
17th of July, 1839. How has this escaped me? They're all dead.
All of them?
Limbs scattered, heads split down the middle,
What?
their skin flayed as if boiled. I feel like I'm falling into myself. What's happening? Sir William Smith, Professor Taylor, now Dr. Tate. Is it following me? How can it not be? It's the damn thing I brought from Africa. Something is after me. I have no choice but to trust the Baron. He better know what he claims. If he is wrong, I suspect he'll regret it as well.
Okay, Daniel's suddenly became more understandable. Coming here not just out of desperation to protect himself, but to protect others. I don't think he's a coward for erasing his memory and not just doing it himself, but still. Because, yeah, the man who was Daniel, he's dead. That's personality and all that. The guy I'm playing as just happens to remember a lot of the stuff he knew. And in fact, that's only every now and then. I might become Daniel again, but I'm not that same Daniel. Here it is. Okay. Oh. So I guess let's give it a go. Oh. Three ought to be a good number. Nice and even. I guess three isn't even, but it's the rule of 3, you know? It's narratively, yeah, see. Okay, we got the gears. Might be this. And I guess that won't cut it, so I need to find the elevator storage room. Hmm. Hmm. Ah, what's this? Useful. This? Ah, perfect. Well, not perfect. Well, perfect for my end goal. Not perfect for now, because this seems like the place I'm going to end up seeing a monster. Especially since it's exceedingly dark. Yeah, I've noticed. Equipment. Just hurry up. Grab what we need and get out. That's it. Okay. Right behind me. God, I hate this part of the game. I hate balance. Yes, sanity balance is stupid. Like, it doesn't make a game scarier. It just makes it more frustrating. Which, fear can be beaten by being frustrated, which is funny. Wait, did it close the door on me? Am I just locked in here? Oh. Yeah, why? Oh, I think I'm stuck. Oh, there we go. Screw it. If I stay in here, I'll die anyway. There. Well, that was gonna bull. Yeah, no, that was bull. If it's I'm not a fan of this. Partially because of the damage it's going to do to my ears. I think I'm going to call it quits for now, though. I've had it. It's been 2 hours. I'm tired. So, most of my internet's dying. So, yeah. But see you later. I hope you had a lot of fun with this. I know I did, even though I was grumpy the whole time. Either get giggly or grumpy at horror games. So either way, hope you have a good one. And well, bye.